Hello and welcome to this video. So today we are going to graph an ellipse. First, let's have a recall of the important points to remember in graphing an ellipse. So we have our equation, standard form of equation for an ellipse with horizontal major axis. And we also have the standard form of equation with a vertical major axis. So, ang napansin ninyo, our A ay nalipat dito sa ilalim ng square of y minus k. So, ito lang yung tandaan natin sa pag-locate or para malaman natin kung meron tayong horizontal major axis or vertical major axis. Next, we have 2a is the length of the major axis and the distance between the vertices. It also means that the vertex is a or minus units, a units from the center. So we have to add a units from the center to locate for our vertices. 2b is the length of the minor axis and the distance between the co-vertices. So it also means that the co-vertex is plus or minus b units from the center. 2c is the distance between the two foci. It also means that the foci are plus or minus units, c units from the center. So we also have this equation, b squared is equal to the square of a minus the square of c. So to graph an ellipse, so let us remember these important things to see first para makuha natin yung graph ng ellipse. So una, we need to tell the direction of the major axis, whether it is horizontal or vertical. Then the length of the major axis 2a to locate the vertices. The length of the minor axis 2b to locate the co-vertices. And the distance from the two foci 2c to locate the foci. And also we need to look for the center of the ellipse. So, graph the ellipse with the equation, the square of x minus 1 over 36 plus the square of y minus 2 over 9 equals 1. So, let us first get the direction of the major axis. So, tingnan natin alin dito yung mas malaki. So, since nasa ilalim ng x yung malaki, so we have a horizontal major axis. So, let's look at for our A. So, our A is 36. A squared is 36. So, A is 6. B squared is 9. So, B is equal to 3. So, we have the formula B squared is equal to A squared minus C squared. So, we can also rewrite that one to look for our C. So, we have C squared is equal to A squared minus B squared. So, for our c squared, we have 36 minus 9 equals 27. So, our c is square root of 27, or that is 3 is equal to 3 square root of 3, or approximately 5.20. Now, our center is 1, 2. This one, our h and our k for our center. The vertices are, so we have, since our direction of the major axis is horizontal, so only the x part will change. So we have a units from the center, so the center is 1. So we have a is 6, so we have 1 plus 6. Then copy the y coordinate. So we get 7, 2 for our first vertex. The second vertex is minus c units from the center. So 1 minus 6. So we have negative 5, 2. The co-vertices. So since co-vertices is vertical, so we change the y component or the y coordinate of our co-vertices. So our first co-vertex is 1 from the center, and 2 plus 3 since b is equal to 3. So we have 1, 5, and then another co-vertex is 1, then 2, minus 3, or negative b units from the center. So we get, for the second co-vertex 1 is 1, negative 1. Okay, for our foci, that is c units from the center. So it is collinear with the vertex. So therefore, the x component of our point will be changing. So we have 1 plus square root of 1 plus 3 square root of 3, 2, or we have approximately 6.25 at 6.22. Then minus c units from the center. So we have 1 minus 3 square root of 3, 2, or approximately we have negative 4.22 for our foci. Now let's graph. So locate the center of our, we have 1, 2 coming from 1, 2, h and k. So we have the center. Then the vertices, we have negative 5 and 2. Then the co-vertices, okay, we have our foci. So now let's graph, connect the points and make a smooth curve to touch the vertex, just like this one. Okay, so this is now the graph of our ellipse. Okay, so for the next problem, we have the square of x plus 2 over 16 plus y minus, and the square of y minus 3 over 25 equals 1. So the direction of the major axis, to look at the denominators of our problem. So here, the bigger number falls under the y part of our equation. So therefore, this is our a. And we also have a vertical direction of the major axis. Okay, so our a is 25, so a is equal to 5. Our b is 16, so b is equal to 4. So for the formula, we have c squared is equal to 25 minus 16 is equal to 9. And so therefore, square root of 9 is 3. So we have c is equal to 3. Now for the center, we have negative 2 and 3. So the co-vertices, so we have vertical major axis, so the y component must be changing. So copy the x component of the center, and then you add a units from the center. So we have negative 2 and 8. And also for the second vertex, we subtract a units from the center. So we have 3 minus 5. So we got negative 2, negative 2. For our co-vertices that lies horizontally, so we have our x changing. So negative 2 plus b units. So our b was 4. So we have negative 2 plus 4. So we got 2, 3. And for the second co-vertex, we have to subtract negative b, or we have to subtract b. So we have negative 2 minus 4. So we have negative 6, 3. For the foci, we need to, since it is collinear with our vertical major axis, so the y component is changing. So we need to add c units from the center. So we have negative 2, 3 plus 3, so we have negative 2, 6. And then the second focus, subtract c units from the center. So we have 3 minus 3, So we got negative 2, 0. Okay, so let's have the graph. So first, locate the center, and then our co-vertices, our vertex or the vertices, and our co-vertices, and we also have our foci, and then connect the points vertex to the co-vertex to vertex and the co-vertex, and then go back to the vertex. Okay, so that ends our lesson for today. Thank you for watching, and please like if you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe.